Good evening. Welcome to your Ass Hurts News Network, coming to you live from the tip top of Cotton Tower Square with your host, Sergeant Friday, and again, special guest, the Dago. Sarge, good evening.
Good evening, Cletus. In a retraction from the news department, it's come to our attention that 11 plus 1 is going to continue to stream. 12 Gauge Phillips will continue to stream in spite of his commitment to actually quit streaming. This host is I'm fairly well confused. However, we welcome 11 plus 1 back into the streaming industry. Cletus.
The world is safe again.
Dago, good evening. Special guests.
Good evening.
Is your first name Ed?
I'm sorry?
Is your first name Ed?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, it would have worked out well with the special word. But anyway.
Nope. Nope. It's Joe.
Joe Mama.
I thought it was
Joe or whatever you want to call me.
I thought it was where'd
Where'd
they go?
Where'd they go?
Where'd they go? I'll be whatever you want me to be.
Where'd they go?
Only for you guys.
Well, we didn't really have anything scheduled for production tonight. We had a horrific day in the technical department at Cock Tower, and everything is all sticky and fucked up. So we're going to wing it tonight. Cletus?
A lot of blowing wind.
Yeah, well, there is breaking news if there is a weather desk, and I'm going to have to take the position of the weather forecaster tonight. There's horrific deadly storms in Tennessee referred to as tornadoes, and it's this broadcaster's opinion that that's caused by a constant talking by a particular resident of Tennessee. Cletus.
Would that be the resident with the last name Minotti?
Not to be mistaken as a last name, but
yeah, that's right.
Minotti, which is not to be mistaken as a first and last name.
Minotti Don.
I have to check my sources on that. More to come, Sarge.
They have said the fluttering of butterfly wings can result in hurricanes. That being accurate, scientifically accurate. Well, you've got to wonder what's going on in Tennessee.
Jesus. I can't.
I'm just making observations. I'm just a messenger. That's all I can be. I don't know where else to go. It is what it is, If you're in YouTube, you guys might want to subscribe because you're going to catch some things, especially if you're one of those 6.25 fucking billion morons out here. If you're one of them, you might want to subscribe because your ass is either going to hurt when you get in here or when you leave. Cletus.
Preach.
It's kind of funny.
This show is very similar to a pineapple in that way.
To a pineapple in that way.
Yeah, it's going to make your ass hurt coming in or going out. One or the other.
In or out. It's gonna. Yeah. You're gonna wish it didn't happen. Let me see here if I can add. Now I have a small clip on my desktop. Can I just present that?
You should be able to, yeah.
It's a video file.
So no.
And this came from a stream last night that we all were part of. And I think it would be appropriate that maybe it needs to get played often.
Stop.
But what do I know?
Get my coffee,
So here we go. We're going to play this stream. We do live here, but we do live in an amazing era where you can, in fact, communicate. Imagine if Gandhi had this shit.
Oh, man.
Right.
Imagine if Jesus Christ had this fucking internet. Imagine if Buddha had this internet. I mean, this is incredible what they've taught us to do with it. We've been so fucking brainwashed and so ruined in our perspective that it's so obvious to me. Now, imagine if Hitler had it. There is and that's who's got it right now. If you really want to know the truth,
he'd have probably won.
What you're experiencing is propagandization of a population. Okay, and that puts them in their seat. It does, and that's why I say Trump is part of this as much as Biden and Hillary Clinton.
And the
You guys
weapon,
just-
the
Yes,
weapon
you
is
did.
outrage.
yes, bro. And believing in information.
That's we're not, the concept of we're in the information age is a fucking out and out lie. We're in the outrage.
And that got cut off. But that is an absolutely amazingly astute fucking observation, Cletus.
I'm good for one a week anyway.
Well, I mean, better than none at all.
That's right. I'll take them where I can get them.
Show enough.
But isn't that incredible? The power of technology that allows us to communicate in mass has been turned into a fucking shit show by people like JLR, people like fucking Dolly Vision, and people that people have actually come to respect, or at least they think they respect, a lot of these other streamers that all they do is create tragedy within tragedy. Right? Outrage with outrage. Every time you listen to Tucker, you listen to all of these talking heads and all of these big Twitter accounts and even the small ones, and all they keep doing is rehashing and pointing out the same outrages. It's fucking incredible.
You know what the outrage of the day is?
I would love to know.
That Chris Proudfoot imitated Sling Blade. He has become world YouTube renowned for his Sling Blade impression, and that somehow makes him guiltier.
Mhm.
Huh. Now, somebody did say to me in the stream to lower Dago's volume, but turn it over to you, Dago. I want to see where your volume is.
My volume is here.
Very high. You are coming through pretty loud. I don't know how we're coming through.
How about now?
That's fantastic right there.
All right, great. There we go.
You could even go up just a hair. Cunt hair is Cluminati.
Okay, how about now?
There you go. I don't know. It's a thick cunt hair, but that works.
I'm sorry. We have breaking news from the health desk.
Wait, but we can't have just breaking news from the help desk without the host knowing because hang on.
Apparently, Dolly Vision has now come out with Clean Katie soap.
With what?
Shut up.
And there you have it.
Rude.
Oh my God.
She's come out with what?
No, Dolly has come out with Clean Katie soap.
What the fuck does that mean? Clean Katie soap. Katie ought to go take that Dolly and stick her head up whole Betty's
He
fucking
makes,
rear.
he makes and sells soap.
Yeah. So I guess it's in his "Where's the Baby" line.
Oh, she's a marketer of product on her stream as well as a marketer of fucking utter. Wait, I don't even know what to call it. Hold, we have new information that can explain Dolly Vision and so many of these other people out there.
A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit.
And that comes from a minor child that can see the bullshit coming.
You got one too. I love it.
This is a man that has so little respect for anybody else, not
Including
only the
himself.
people watching him, but the people that he chooses to steal content from. That he, number one, can't give credit to the people that he takes the content from. Number two, he can't even show enough decency or respect or give a damn to get the time frame of what the fuck he's talking about accurate. And then to clickbait his own fucking viewers to imply that the content he's about to present to them is something that originated from his fucking show. And they flock to him. You're all a bunch of fucking just buffoons. 5.62 billion.
That's
And in his case, 56.3 thousand to be exact.
Yeah, we live in such a we've created this calamity of complete and utter fucking ignorance and indifference. The viewers of and the participants in social media drive the narrative that these content creators keep feeding them like pigeons in a fucking park. There you go. All right, well, go fuck yourself, Cletus. Man, hang the host out to dry. It's just not acceptable.
I think he's shaking hands.
Oh my! I'm gonna run for office and I'm gonna shake babies and kiss hands.
Oh, I'll get it together in a minute. Oh, fuck.
My timing is quite impeccable often.
It is. And I think it's the inability to restrain your laughter right as you say the smart ass fucking
Yeah.
bombs that you drop. That's
You know, some stupid
that's
shit's
funny.
coming from me. And you know, it's fun among friends. But when it comes to the 5.62 billion fucking morons, when I call you morons, I'm not joking. You make morons ashamed to be fucking morons. Watching these streamers that we're watching this shit on Facebook and Instagram. It's fucking crazy. You have a device that literally Jesus did it one person at a time. Word of mouth, and his message spread. It still lasted a couple thousand years later. And we have the ability to communicate with millions at once. And the only message we got is outrage. Hey,
There you go.
Yeah, I'm here.
That's your cue to interject words of wisdom.
Well, I was trying to, but I couldn't stop laughing, so I'm sorry. Hey. Now, what was the question?
Well, you don't get it twice, brother. This is your Ass Hurts News Network. Is there any pain back there, Dago?
I don't have anything I can say right now.
Okay. Yeah, you know,
I'll hold on that one. I'll get back to you on it.
Yeah, okay, fuck you, Cletus. More to come.
More to come. That's the
More to come. Sounds like a name. In fact, it is not. More to come. I mean, it's a cute name, but it's a few different words, I think.
It can be.
I'm glad I quit high school in 11th grade. Really.
So is it an actual fact that he did put this soap out, or he's going to?
No, it's out there.
It's out there.
Just
So
one more.
What a filthy little bastard! We need to keep track. Is there any way to know how much of it he sells?
I don't know. I really don't.
So.
Because for everybody that buys his bar of soap, right? Make sure it's shaped like the cock tower, so you got a place to store it. Okay. Please.
Yeah, I would imagine it would fit perfectly right up his ass. That's where I would suggest he put it. If I'm being honest.
That's where in this dining room. That's where it belongs. That's a fact.
It belongs.
Anybody that buys that, you should be ashamed of yourself. Is all I'm going to say.
Or here's what I suggest: of you 5.62 billion fucks out there, any of you that are Tauruses, suck on it.
Tell Sarge to check his Discord.
You have breaking news in your Discord, apparently.
Wait, do I have Discord even open? I don't. The host is having technical difficulties, which is something he says quite often. What kind of host is he? Please.
Well, maybe you have it plugged into the wrong power supply. There you go.
No. Back at you.
So what do we have here?
Not this time.
Oh my God, what a filthy little prick this guy is. Katie, what a filthy little bastard this guy is.
That's just disgusting. I'm sorry. There's nothing about that that's not disgusting.
No, you know what's ultimately disgusting is you fucking viewers watching
There's
this.
nothing about that that's not disgusting. Wow.
It's incredible.
Oh, and he's inviting his viewer base to a meal when he comes to Tennessee for CrimeCon.
He also put up a petition for Seth to get rid of the PR guy.
Yeah.
That way they can go back to having more drama.
So this guy how is it that you, the viewer, how is it that the people in our particular chat room, which aren't viewers of jerk offs like this, how is it? And it's $12 for probably soap that dissolves once it touches water. Please.
Yeah, I don't even know where to. There's just no words, right? There's just some things that a flick in the forehead is the only solution for.
A little bit more than a flick.
Unfucking believable. This dude is sick in the fucking head. And how many thousands of people flock to this guy's channel?
Yeah, this is a
and
mental.
They could really go after a mother that lost her son. going after a mom that lost her fucking son like this? Dude, I don't even have the ability to comprehend such filthy ignorance.
This is a lawsuit. This needs to be a lawsuit. I'm sorry. Because that's the only thing that could shut it down.
These people are fucking, they're gone. And it's the viewer that's gone. How can the viewer allow this guy to even exist doing this? This is a mother that lost a son. There's no evidence to suggest she had anything to do with it all. Right? I mean, imagine losing your kid and some fucking jerk offs on the internet. Tens of thousands of them are fucking going after you like this. This is exactly what the Salem witch trials. I watched a little story today about the Salem witch trials, and the whole fucking reason the Constitution says innocent till proven guilty is to prevent you fucks from doing this to people.
Crime lines and lies, huh?
Oh my God. Cletus?
Yeah, it's I don't know. Things like this are exactly why in the Idaho 4, I honestly do not, as cold as it's going to sound, it is what it is. I don't fucking care if he's the right guy or not. I care about the process that they use to convict him or free him. That's what I care about, because that is the us only caring about whether he's guilty or not is what creates a society where this shit on the screen is acceptable.
Amen. Amen.
How anybody can even affiliate themselves with a piece of shit like that. JLR and the others that all flock around and they congregate, they become part of a little crew, a little clique of evil, sick, filthy bastards.
Because this is all they're doing. This is how they live. They survive on this and they're okay with it.
That's a great point that Gray Pearl makes. He sells it. I wonder.
Oh, yay.
Has all the proper licenses.
You got to carry specific licensing for that. That's fact.
I don't know if that's true, but if they're able to find out that he's fucking doing something wrong, then it should be, and copies of this should be sent, that webpage, copies of that should be sent to the Proudfoots.
Fucking, this is insane. When is enough going to be enough already? Okay.
Yeah, it's just the
yeah, but he's paying another company to make this. When you do stuff like this, folks, it's like getting a baseball hat on your stuff, and you can.
No, he makes this in his garage.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
you can watch him. You can watch him live stream as he makes it.
Oh,
it ain't hard to do. It's not hard to do.
That fucked up looking dude makes soap.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look it up. It's real, like just a few steps. That's all you need to do.
Yeah, I don't really want to know.
Yeah,
but that guy is just a whack fucking doodle, and here he is attacking a woman that lost her son. And there's how many people watched this stream today?
Yeah,
did JLR bring him up or go in there? Or Bethole Betty, or who are these other little assholes?
There's a couple thousand in there usually regularly. The thing is, I don't even care who watched the stream. What I care about is that anybody that goes and buys a bar of this and drops any money on that at all need their head checked. That's fucking disgusting.
Well, but that's ultimately the point, right? Is you have disgusting individuals that exist, that they just do. I mean, the fucking Dolly is one of them. But
Yeah.
what people need to realize is that they're supporting that disgusting individual. They're paying the fucking crack dealer for the crack they consume all fucking day.
Yes, sir.
And it's Dolly Vision is the dealer, and it's Dolly branded crack.
It's absolutely filthy, and this is just the tip of the iceberg. It's even been worse than this, and they even go deeper down the fucking rabbit hole to create hate and tragedy and destroy people that they have no business destroying.
I'm sure there's going to be another one that'll come out with Chris's name on it too, which will be probably even worse. So just wait.
Yeah,
was his, as I've heard, the soap comes filthy with the cigarette ashes and dust sticking to it. A couple of her hairs. I wouldn't doubt it.
I just, I wouldn't imagine this guy. He might be whacking off in his fucking soap formula, for all you people know. Just so he's got a fucking last word of joke on you. He's a sick bastard that would do that. Masturbate into a soap mix and then make soap and sell it to you. You sick bastards deserve it.
The comment that he made that really pushed me over the edge on it, honestly, is when he said that they wanted to put out the petition to get rid of the PR guy. And then he goes on to say, we want to dump fuel on this fire or gas on this fire. We don't want to put it out, basically. So what he's saying is he wants this drama to continue so that he can continue to do what he's doing and do well with it, rather than having any kind of morals whatsoever and looking for the truth in this, which tells me, in my opinion, that there's no care in the world about Sebastian whatsoever. That's just my opinion, by the way.
See, I don't even look at it as a case of morals, because I don't want to subject people to a standard that varies. I just say it's just common humanity. How the fuck do you treat a mother that lost a son like this? And how do you participate in some scumbag that does? You listen, you might as well have had fucking cell phones watching the murders in Idaho. Based on what the audiences of YouTube do and social media, you sick bastards. You all probably would have watched that murder on a fucking phone. That's how fucked you people are. And then you flock to jerk offs like this that make you even more and more. It's evil what people are doing. It literally is evil to do what they're doing to these people.
Abusive. It's abuse. It is absolutely abusive.
And I fear for the woman you brought out today. Let's hope people don't start saying she did something.
Oh, that's not going to happen with that one.
I hope not. You never know, man. Once the stuff hits the internet,
I'll lay that out. I promise you that. That lady does not need any more bullshit than what she's already had to deal with. It's sad.
Well, I mean, in fact,
I know what your point is.
None of these people do, right?
Oh, right.
They don't. But it truly is a situation that once social media gets a hold of it, that's where it goes. They're going to find a villain as a focal point that they can paint as a villain and create the most amount of drama out of.
Correct. Now, all the points you were making with the bones, okay?
Yeah.
Are the people are going to suggest that that's what she did to him, or somebody related to him, or a friend. They'll create a whole new tragedy out of these bones that were cleaned up like that in 5 months, because that's impossible. Therefore, the mother knows what happened. The mother was involved. The cop was involved. The bird from Idaho was involved, right? These people will go everywhere with that. So I have real fear for that woman, that the likelihood of being attacked is certain if she gets attention from YouTubers, any attention at all. This woman is going to become a target. Just like
she's been out. This wasn't the first time she's been out here. Luckily, she's been covered by some good people in the past. But I know what your point is. I get your point, actually, because it's happened. We've seen it happen in multiple different scenarios already. Multiple. Okay, here's an example. If we back up a little bit, I think you were hanging around, Sarge, a little bit when we covered the Deborah Collier case. Do you remember that?
No, I came in only at the Idaho 4 level. That's
well, we were running that at the same time. And here's why I'm saying this. I'm giving this as an example. This woman, she disappeared and then she was found the next day deceased. Okay. And we went through the whole case with her, every bit of it. There's a lot to it too. And it looks like foul play. The end result was that she unalived herself. Okay. Or killed herself. Just so I don't have to do it in here. But anyway. And it doesn't make any sense. It does not make any sense. They said that she did this, she did this. It was obvious that somebody else did this, but that's what it is. And everybody, before we even got to that point with the law enforcement, started saying that. It looks to me like she may have done this. Maybe she had a drug problem, this and that. There was blame being placed on her immediately. It's crazy. And I'm so sick of seeing it. Here's another example.
This woman committed suicide over Twitter, accusing her? Or the social media? Is that what you're?
No. She went missing and then was found. I think a day later. I can't remember. It's been a while, and it was a very strange circumstance how she was found. Okay, they basically said that she caught herself on fire, and then it came out that she had a drug problem and she overdosed on pills as well, so on and so forth. All this stuff. If you look at this case in any angle whatsoever, that makes no sense. Okay, none. So. That it wasn't on a live stream. It was just, that's how it happened. But they bypassed the daughter who does have a drug problem, that lived off of her mother, and there was money sent and things like that. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. So Once again, victim blaming when there's no need for it at all.
Well, they invent victims out of fucking thin air.
Mhm.
Anybody that has anything at all to do with whatever the crime is, especially murder, rape, kidnapping, missing children, whatever it is, these sick lunatics will pick a fucking, like they did in the Debbie Ice case. They picked a hospital worker and a cop. They're the culprits. Really?
Yeah.
Nothing in the explanation of what happened would indicate that those two people had any involvement in the demise of that poor woman. But yet, that's what everybody ran around with. For how long? Weeks.
What?
Until finally it was discovered that it looked more to be an overdose of drug use, and then everybody shut up and went away.
Well, we also called that way in the beginning. So,
but how people react and respond to it, it's almost as if they're incapable of learning even the simplest thing, that you don't attack victims of a crime. And if the victim of the crime that you're not attacking, evidence comes forward showing that they're actually a perpetrator, then go ahead, look into them. Right? But dear God, if there's no charges against somebody and there's no charges pending or an investigation we're aware of, leave them the fuck alone.
wait a minute. What is this here, Paula, saying that they were saying all over that other chat that in the podcast, Seth and Katie overdosed Sebastian on his meds, but it was cut out of what we saw.
Yeah,
Oh, for God.
Saying Seth said that Katie overdosed him. I've seen today. Well, you saw it today because you asked Clue, or you brought it up because somebody had said that they had seen where somebody had made a video that said Sebastian Rogers found in pond or something like that, right?
Oh, that one, yeah, of course.
And I went and looked at that title, and that's exactly what it said. But it was Sebastian Rogers and then colon, right?
Mm-hmm.
As if that's the subject, and then here's the title. And it's like, yeah, I mean, you fucking people are just looking for something to feed the depravity of people.
It was nothing but pure clickbait just to get people to come in to tell them bullshit. So it's a joke. It's disgusting. The thing that kills me with these.
Let's talk about a guy like Harsh who suggests everything that he's presenting is open for discussion because nothing should be off the table. And he wants to talk about 400 people that witnessed that murder in Idaho. It's not a topic that you should ever engage in for any reason whatsoever. And he clickbaits people into a whole, and fuck Harsh and all the other streamers like that he does got a nice European voice. He does come across as a nice guy, but he's a clickbait artist. He don't give a fuck about any of this stuff unless it gets him a click. And I suspect he's actually splitting off a second channel to try to create more revenue stream from another fucking channel. I think he's going to have 2 streams. I could be wrong. But my point is, this guy clickbaits the shit out of anybody. The Idaho 4, the Dinah Iams case, it never ends.
I just don't understand where all these people come from to watch this. That's what kills me.
I don't know why people allow or even engage in the things that people are talking about. And then they run around asking questions, or they come in streams that are trying to stay to the facts.
And we have to clean it up every time.
Every fucking time.
Absolutely. Yep. We spend more time. Clue will attest to this. I've watched her do it. We spend more time cleaning up rumors and bullshit than actually putting out the content we're trying to put out. Because there's so much of it out there. When people come in there, did you see this? Did you hear that? Is this true? Is that true? How did this happen? How it didn't? It doesn't. It doesn't. I don't.
So what was being?
I'm sorry.
That statement that I clicked. So people are saying that they were multiple swearing it was true on Pascal's live today. Brian Paula, are you suggesting that statement that I had highlighted before? This one, that comes from the Pascal show? Is that what you're saying? That piece of shit was doing it too? Right? There's nothing to verify that that's true. Nothing.
Another one that doesn't care.
I just they all work together in my opinion, and they're all filthy fucking traitors of dirt and tragedy. We the viewers need to start pointing this out to people, not just this stream, but anytime we come across it.
They do seem to bounce off each other. That's for sure.
Well, and I will say, in my spot checking, I have seen I will say this: I have seen lately a few more comments being made that are, we don't appreciate this, or I think it's wrong that you would shame this person when their child is missing or when this has happened to them or what have you, right? So I do commend those that go in and demand better from these people.
Right. Or correct the false allegations and the tragedy created, right?
Mm-hmm.
Unbelievable. So I'm trying to follow chat, but it moves around and I'm looking at other things at the same time. But I want someone clearly tell us what it is the chat's talking about with this allegation about overdosing Sebastian.
So apparently Seth on Nancy Grace, right? He and the PR guy, I guess it was on Nancy Grace, went and said that Katie overdosed Sebastian, which is I can't wait to go live tomorrow. It just kind of pisses me off because your PR guy said there was going to be no more shit throwing.
Mm-hmm.
So what the hell are you talking about?
Is there proof that it's been said though, or is it
like?
Well, it's rumor, and that's the problem, right? Number one, we don't even know if that was said, and quite honestly, I wouldn't be surprised either way. But the fucking problem with it is this: if that's a rumor in a stream and the creator sees it and doesn't shut it the fuck down, that's a problem. If the people in the stream don't shut that the fuck down, that's a problem. And people should be challenging these things when they're caught. When there's rumors that are unvetted, unverified, people should be calling it out.
Yeah,
right, or they shouldn't even be spoken until it's verified. And if it can't be verified, it should remain silent.
That is true too.
Wanda tried to call him out today. Tried to call Rascal out today. I know Jody, little Jody. She's always in everybody's chat messing them up because she's like, the opposite of all the other ones. And Tina just said she goes in there. And I mean, you can't, for me personally, there's just so many of them. Like if you try to call it out when you go in the chat, you just get blocked. Like for instance, me, I went into Dolly's the other day. I didn't even say anything negative. All I said was, he wasn't using a voice changer. I would know I was the person on the phone with him. And I literally was blocked by his ignorant, ugly ass girlfriend. JLR sloppy seconds, if you will. So I hear. Allegedly.
Well, see, this is what we're trying to point out, baby, is that we don't know that question has ever been asked or that statement has ever been made. There's no way to verify it.
Exactly.
And therefore, it should not be part of our discourse.
Right, but he does that all the time. Just like when he said, there's a rumor going around that your parents have Sebastian. Like, shut up. That
wasn't even, he didn't mean to say it like that. That was a blatant accusation. That's all that was. He had no other way to put it. He had to put it that way so that he didn't look like a bad guy. That's my opinion. So, but either way, it came out the same way. So,
I'm surprised Katie wasn't attacked in the beginning and a lot sooner, and that they went for Chris, the guy that was 3.5 hours away.
Well, but in all fairness, Chris, I think that's probably the best thing Chris has done in this entire situation is he put the target on himself.
Yeah.
And it worked.
You can see that.
Oh, yeah.
I agree.
I agree with that. Yeah, from that point of view, sure. And he didn't have a problem taking all the arrows.
No, and that shows the man that he is to protect his wife. And I respect that to a high level, folks, because not everybody would do that.
And he still doesn't have problems taking all the arrows, right?
I mean, he doesn't at all.
He sat on the phone with us for 3 hours and said he knows that it's going to be spun and he doesn't give a fuck. And that because at the end of the day, he's protecting his wife and his family. So, but the world wants to create a monster out of that.
Out of everything. Everything has got to be a fucking Hollywood fucking movie because everybody's been taught to think and deal with information like a Hollywood movie. 5.62 billion fucking morons. And then here's a suggestion. There's 136 people watching this stream. I want you all to go out and open up your own YouTube stream. And the first video you produce is to point out to people how fucked up they are and creating tragedy where tragedy never existed, or something to that note. That way, when people put true crime in their thing, you can hashtag it, and all your videos will start coming up in people's faces. This is an incredible time where people that do nothing but cause harm, including the media and the politicians and the majority of your streamers, not all of them, the majority of them, rule the roost. And we're supporting them. We're making it possible by going to and visiting their shit and earning them money. That's what I mean. Propaganda is so insidious because you end up destroying yourselves. Please.
Yeah, it's I don't know. And people say smoking is bad.
I'm a smoker.
Yeah, I swear the social media is more harmful to our health than secondhand smoke ever was.
Unfucking-believable.
I mean, it really is, right? I mean, we don't even realize it. And when it is pointed out, the people that point it out are usually silenced in some way for the most part, right?
Oh, sorry.
Right. These outrage dealers have no interest in being confronted on the fact that they're a bunch of fucking losers. And that includes all of the media, the Tuckers, the Ben Shapiro's, anybody like that, the Dan Bongino's, even the Rush Limbaughs. All these people do is feed you something to be outraged and upset about. Meanwhile, the world is crumbling at your feet. And then you run onto YouTube and social media, and the worst of the worst, the filthiest fucking lowdown people in the world are the people that you give your viewership to. It's fucking amazing, man. I wish Gandhi or Buddha or Jesus or Allah or whoever the fuck would wake up and start using the internet, okay? I think we all need to hear a little bit from them people.
I agree with what Fleety said the other day. I think we need a purge.
Oh.
Wholeheartedly.
To explain why I screamed, just for
They're asking why you screamed.
They're asking if I'm okay.
Yeah, she has thunder phobia.
No, I do. It was a loud noise.
Mm-hmm.
She also jumped about 8 inches out of her chair. So
what did you just say?
She has thunder phobia.
She jumped 8 inches out of her chair.
You gotta sing a Thunder Buddy song.
Fuck you, Thunder. You can suck my dick. I do know that one.
Jesus God. Oh boy.
I had no doubt you knew that song.
It's scary.
You sing it to your teddy bear?
I do sleep with a teddy bear. Do you have anything else that you would like for me to divulge tonight?
Well, whatever you feel comfortable with from the help desk there.
Oh, hold on. His name is Cubby, by the way. I'll put him on my stream next time I'm live.
Cubby the teddy bear. That's your teddy bear? Is he a big teddy bear?
The one thing you did for your stream that made a big difference is you took the shirt off with your face below your face, and you no longer look like a split screen.
Oh, trust me, that's because I look down. I think I'm down there, but I'm up.
This comment on the screen, I've ended 3 memberships over YouTubers' coverage of Sebastian and unsubbed from 10 others. You know, it's one of those things where I wish there was a way to leave feedback when you do that, right? And let these people know why.
Or you can leave a comment in the comment section and then unsubscribe to them.
Yeah,
I'm ready.
That's what I did when I had no other way to contact them. That's what I do with Harsh. I got no way to contact him, so I just throw it down in his comments. I did that with CJ and anyone else. Tommy, that woman with the fucking central scrutinizer. And yeah, she said she had a breakdown. I said, people like you need to go off somewhere and die.
Oh,
I mean, these people are fucking insane what they say to people.
The help desk is ready when you are.
Oh, it is. Hang on. I didn't. We have breaking news. The Your Ass Hurts News Network has just found out that it has a help desk. The help desk is manned by Cluminati, also who handles the help desk. Health and Help, double H. Cluminati, not a name. It's two words that are put together to make a statement. So, Clue at the help desk. What can you help us with?
I said health, not help.
Health, like
But
STD.
but this could go both ways. So everybody knows that chocolate can be an excellent arousal for having sex. However, did you know the smell of pumpkin can help increase blood flow to the penis to encourage an erection?
There's got to be a historical reason for that, and I can only fucking imagine what the pumpkins went through a long time ago.
Is there a specific?
Holy shit, it's the Lonely Farmers Club. No wonder they grow them so big. Middle East, they got sheep. We got pumpkins. Way to go, America.
Oh, shit.
What's wrong with Dago?
I think he's dying. Pumpkins and pineapples. So people have been filling up pumpkins over so many generations that we have evolved to get ready for it by smell.
Boy, are we we're in trouble. We are definitely heading down the wrong path. Well, I guess raping a pumpkin was part of our history. Cletus?
Well, yeah. I haven't seen that on YouTube yet, but I would say any day now.
Oh, maybe that'll catch on. Maybe JLR will show up with pumpkins and get that pineapple out of his ass.
Pineapple, Sarge. Pineapple.
Pineapple.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Let me see here. This
Napper.
You know that it was. I don't know what she means. Didn't know that it was Chris. They probably would have thought it was funny, but since it was him, and he's making fun of Sebastian.
They mean if they didn't know it was Chris that had called in.
It would have been funny.
Right. The impressions.
Yeah, because he made, he did Cookie Monster and Sling Blade and Kermit the Frog, Donald the Duck. So, yeah.
Talked about their biscuits with mustard on them too.
And the king of fuckery decided this morning that he was going to act like it was a strange thing and some fucked up problem that indicates Chris's guilt in the situation. And of course, all of the the breadcrumb chasers got a hold of it after he did it. So,
because God forbid, they have to keep him dehumanized.
Right.
He can't be humanized whatsoever because that would take, all the drama out of everything if he's humanized. So,
but again, it's the viewers that join into these people's streams. What does it take for people to just have a little bit of fucking dignity and share it with their fellow human being? Yeah. I mean, at the very least, if I'm on fire, go ahead and piss on me. I'm not going to complain. Okay.
I would do that.
I'm on fire because if you don't do it when I'm on fire, you're going to be missing body parts. Probably be.
I would just to let you know, Sarge. I would piss on you if you were on fire. Just so you know.
Me too.
You would, Dave. Oh,
me too.
Yeah, definitely.
With a shiwi.
I'm going to stop playing with matches.
I would go walk in the YouTube streets looking for gasoline because that's what everybody's got. Shit. Right? Everybody's got the gasoline to throw on the fire to get it hotter, make it burn.
Jesus Christ! So what do we got going on politically now? We got bombs being held from Israel or something. We got all kinds of crazy drama about all kinds of crazy bullshit. and nothing's being solved. There's no solutions being offered. There's nobody even trying to find a solution to the problems. They're simply like bathing in all the bullshit. Maybe it's a new cologne and I'm just allergic to it. Cletus?
Maybe. I was sorry, I was distracted. I was reading a comment on the screen. Jay read the description for Sling Blade and turned it into Chris hates mentally challenged. Well, that's, I mean, I can see why she would be triggered by that. I'm just saying.
It shows it's bigger than YouTube. People are buying what they are selling. Well, and that's the best part. The simplest thing is for people just not to buy it. And what would prompt people not to buy this entertainment? Well, the entertainment that you're seeking is vile, it's evil, it's filthy, it's immoral, it's sick, it's fucking retarded. That's what you're buying, and you're being part of and supporting. And that's about as many reasons you're ever going to need to not fucking be part of these people's streams with the social media fucking outrage machine that provides no fucking solutions. There you go. He's muted. There he is. There you go. Did he fall asleep? Do we have that?
No, I'm here.
There you go.
I was just getting ready to let you know, gentlemen and lady, I need to exit stage left here. I appreciate you having me here tonight. Again, it's always wonderful over here, and very amazing experience. But thank you, and I can't wait to be back again. I gotta go get my thing rolling.
All right, he rambled on long enough, so we hung up on him, Cletus.
I wondered how you got him so quiet.
Now I know how it feels to be on this side of that equation.
Dude, I've never
fucking awesome.
I've never done that to him before, so this is his first experience with it. And he set it up nice.
Talking. I bet he's still talking.
Well, I'm not gonna add him to the stage. I can't go back on the hang up. No fucking go backs. Had a confrontation with China. The Your Ass Hurts News Network, and we won. We stole the cock tower. There's nothing they could do about it. Sue me is what I said. And they sent me a girl named Suna. I thought it was good enough. I actually did date a girl named Suna. I think Illuminati who brought up the single blade reference to Chris. Anyway, wasn't it? And Chris just ran with it. They're human beings too, no matter what the tragedies. I think you got to have some kind of, I don't know, man.
Well, right? So just to clarify that, right? She didn't bring up the sling blade reference. That's an impression Chris does. That's one of many impressions that Chris has the ability to do.
All right. And what is he not supposed to be human? He's supposed to just sit in misery every minute of the day and not think about anything else and hate on himself and just crush his own life. At this point, the boy may have ran away and they're still looking for him. That's got to be their ultimate comforting thought. I mean, that would probably be what they hang on to. What do you think, Cletus?
I would, I wouldn't disagree. I'm just proud to, be able to be part of something that took, and continues to take some arrows for the guy.
This comment.
Clue needs a raise with 401k and vacation pay.
I'll give her the K. That you could be assured. I guarantee you'll get the K. The K is guaranteed. It's all part of working with Your Ass Hurts News Network. We all get the K.
They are ignorant, mentally unstable, or morally bankrupt, so we can't expect them to stick to evidence and facts. No, I don't disagree with that at all. And I think the point that we try to make here is we shouldn't, we should give them an opportunity to do better by demanding they do better. But if they don't, just turn away. Because at the end of the day, they are driven by the viewer. And if the viewer demands, if everybody stopped supporting the bullshit, they would find another way to create content that fits the viewer's demand.
Right. And the viewers are the ones that drive these narratives that are so insane and disgusting get attention because the viewer shows up to hear and interact with them. I mean, it's almost like if a pedophile were to sit in a room and describe to you exactly what he did to the child, you all would want to go hear it. I just want them eliminated, him, whatever the punishment is for that. If it's obviously it's not capital punishment, but it should be, in my opinion. Right? I don't want to hear the gory details. And yet it seems like that's all people want to hear. And if there aren't gory details, then they'll go after the pedophile's mother. Right?
That's right.
They'll try to blame it on the father because the father is, or some uncle, or who the fuck knows where these people come up with this stuff. That's what's shocking to me. And yet everybody runs and wants to discuss it. Well, tunnels. There's tunnels under the house. Jesus Christ. Unbelievable, Cletus.
Unbelievable.
Somebody said,
for me personally, you would think you would stop buying into things that people like that sell. Like there's tunnels underneath that house. If you really ran with that, you look like an idiot when they tore that house down.
You are an idiot.
Right.
But not you, but yeah.
It's like, really, like, maybe I'm starting to believe that most of the people in the world are just masochists.
Well, the problem is we tune into true crime for entertainment, right? The same reason people watch 48 Hours or any other true crime show that's on mainstream media, social media, whatever. Politics, the same thing. People tune into Tucker Carlson and Joe Rogan and all these fucking nut jobs for entertainment. It's an escape from the day. When at the end of the day, if they would tune out of that shit and look for solutions to the problems that create a need for the escape, the world would be better for them and everybody else.
And a lot of the things even that you see put out by some of these creators, or even the government, when they talk about UFOs or they entertain the Bermuda Triangle or they talk about this, it's just a distraction. And it's actually an exercise in training you how to deal with information. They got you to believe in Bigfoot. Now, people that believe in Bigfoot don't understand the math that surrounds the impossibility of there being a Bigfoot. They just can't fucking get their head. And it's simple math. It's like math you could teach a fucking 6-year-old. But yet, if you believe in Bigfoot, I'm telling you, that conversation's over. And that's the whole purpose of the Bigfoot scam, the UFO bullshit that the government feeds you, is to get you to believe in information instead of question it, review it, research it. They don't want you to do that. They want you to think what they want you to think. And we all then get on YouTube thinking we're creators. And look at what these creators got you thinking. Some of the most vile, fake bullshit that the media feeds you and the government, which is Chris is involved. Katie's involved, right? All of this not, don't look at what the police did in Idaho. Don't do that because he's guilty. Believe that he's guilty. Don't look at the work the police did to come to Brian Koberger. Don't do that. And people don't realize that the whole system is designed to dumb you the fuck down so you don't think. Thinking includes reading, comprehension, discussion, and your fucking ability to have your mind changed. That's the most important part about thinking. Cletus?
I would agree. Thinking constructively requires some level of humility, right? You've got to be humble enough to accept that you may not be right, or there may be information that opens your mind further than where it's at now. But again, you can't listen for entertainment purposes and get your mind opened.
Right. If you want to be entertained, go to an entertainment channel. Don't let these sick bastards with the sycophant ideas in their head be your entertainment. So I'm curious, who's Lippy?
Don't.
A viewer?
Yeah, a viewer that's
just you got okay. I don't know because they said they clipped you all so you're famous now. I don't know what that means.
Means they took a clip of your show.
Oh, okay. That's cool. All right, thank you.
Well,
Lippy. I was confused.
To your point, and something I was going to say the other night about Dolly, right, and about the viewer. So Dolly is he is an outrageously funny motherfucker. He has got the gift of humor all day, and it just comes natural to him. And I'm not taking that away from him. And I think the thing that people should understand is you can go, you should feel entitled because you're a consumer of the bullshit that he puts out. You should feel entitled to go and demand, hey, you're a funny guy. Just be funny. Don't be fucking sick. Be funny. That's
Right.
what your talent, that's what your skill set is humor. Be humorous. Leave the sick shit. Just put it to bed. Leave it at the door.
I agree with you. And stop with all these conspiracy, hateful ideas and attacking these parents that lost a child. Let it pan out. Let us understand what happened before we start to destroy anybody here. No matter how incredible it sounds, how this young man went missing, it is what it is. And I just don't imagine. I can't even imagine, man. I'd be working on it. It'd be like that mouse in that one cartoon. We're going to take over the world. The brain.
Pinky and the
It'd be
brain.
fun. I'd be trying to figure out a way to get rid of the entire population. Okay, not just one. Oh yes, all 5.62 billion of you.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, in a continual loop. What are we doing tonight? We are going to scream at 9 o'clock, Cletus. That's how we should open the show.
The same thing we do every day, Sarge. Try and take over the world.
And that's what we're actually trying to do here. Like, hey, we have a bullhorn, and it ain't Betty's ass, okay? Just so people understand. But that is like a minimalistic way of describing social media and the internet. A bullhorn don't come anywhere near the power of this fucking idea, this ability to communicate. You can really get a message out on here. All you have to do, though, is appeal to, it seems like you have to appeal to the weakest, darkest, filthiest side of humanity. And that's why I throw in all these sexcapade things that I've experienced in life, hoping maybe to attract you fucks. Cletus?
Well, baby Firefly's comment on the screen. Have you heard the people who call into Dolly? He's not going to change because I asked him to. He's got a whole audience of crazy. So, and I don't disagree with that, right? If you go and you watch the stream, you watch the chat, you listen to the call-ins, there are a lot of fucking wackadoodles out there. But to accept that statement right there, we may as well pray for the apocalypse. Right. And we may as well not stream this channel anymore, because that means that there is absolutely no hope, and I refuse to fucking accept that.
I do too, and I'm an optimistic person, even though I come across as a curmudgeon, fucking unwavering fucking prick. Okay. Let me be clear.
At least you're honest.
It's viewer driven. Tell me that's not viewer driven.
No, it is.
Exactly the way I treat you motherfucking morons is exactly because that's what you are. Right? Now, minus the people that have got some sense to at least look at things sensibly and come to understandings. These are cases in civics. That's it. Stop fucking accusing and tearing people apart. That may or may have nothing to do with anything about the case. I don't know how hard that is to understand. Go spend your time doing something good. Go adopt a fucking child. Go do something. Knit sweaters. Knit one with one arm. I got a girl that needs a gift. Cletus?
Go grow a pumpkin that'll fit around the cock tower.
Holy fuck, I'm just telling you, bro. We live in such a time that it's just tragic, because I don't think humanity is as fucked up as we've allowed ourselves to become. I just, that's why I'm going to play every now and then. I'm going to remind people about this power of the internet with Buddha or Jesus or Allah or fucking whoever made the changes. Look at the impact they had on the world for thousands of years. And they had to do it on foot. Right? And here we are. We got the most advanced form of communications, and all we could do is act like a bunch of fucking assholes. It's incredible.
Well, and I would challenge people to this, right? The shit that they will go into a chat room and say, the shit that they'll call in anonymously and say, if they wouldn't say that in a conversation with a group of people in face to face, don't fucking say it on the internet.
Yeah, it's not that hard. And there's so many other things to look at. There's so many other missing children. There's so many cases of unsolved murders. There's so many things we could really look at and discuss. Find ourselves to have nowhere to go with it, move on to another one. But at least get the information out, especially missing children, right? If we all care about kids, that seems to be a weak spot for everyone. But then, I don't know, when a kid goes missing, all you do is try to destroy his parents. So I don't even know how is it helping this child? I don't get it, man.
Well, and I mean that's there's no true words spoken, right? You go to any of Dolly or JLR's streams, and you've got at least 20 to 30,000 views. You go to somebody like Arctic Fox, who does streams almost daily about different missing kids, and he may get 1,000.
Yeah, that's tragic. I didn't even know I'm gonna have to add him to my subscriptions. I never even heard of him before. But that's and that yeah. So,
But then,
but
these people will go into these big streams and cry and bitch and moan about how tragic it is that this situation or that situation, but they pay no fucking attention, and to the fact that the person they're watching will even say, "I don't cover runaways, I cover foul play," right? But he's covering a runaway where there is no indication of foul play.
Do you know that someone gave him $20,000 to go to PI school, and he didn't go?
Of course. Why
who's this?
Why? I mean, I don't fault him for that. I fault the fucking idiot that gave him $20,000 and thought he was actually going to.
What streamer got $20,000 to go to any
Dolly? Are y'all talking about Dolly?
Yeah, whoever gave him 20 grand to go to PI school is just fucking wasted 20 grand, because if they thought for 5 seconds he would actually use that money for something productive, when he can make that sitting on YouTube listening to people call in and just being a fucking jack off all day. I mean, I can't fault him for that.
No, if you're doing humor, but even sometimes dark humor is good. But to be participating in the filth that he's participating in, to be creating soaps, Katie Come Clean.
No, I agree with that.
If Katie is the killer of her child or the taker of her child, or I just don't understand. I don't know. I say it too much, man, but I for whatever reason, I'm stunned that humanity is just 5.62 billion fucks that we're gonna have to beat the snot out of one at a time, Cletus, and get them to see the light, even though we're not religious.
And we've either identified or converted at least 510. I think it was
512 right now.
There you go. Look at that.
But I'll tell you what, we got 512 followers faster than Christ did. He had to walk.
Oh my God.
Oh fuck!
Holy fuck! We're all pacing Gandhi.
Now that's sick fucking humor that's worth hearing.
Right? Did you hear about Jesus and Moses bumping into each other over here on the coast? In 2 rowboats, they bumped into each other unbeknownst. They just boom, there they are. Did you hear about that?
No.
So Jesus and Moses, they just randomly bump into each other off the coast of Virginia. They're in little boats, and they're hugging, and they're all happy, and they're talking, and Jesus says to Moses, he says, "Hey," he says, "can you still part the waters like you did?" Moses says, "I'm sure I can." And he stands up in his boat and he opens up his rope, and the waters part. And Jesus is like, "Oh man, that's awesome. My father's so cool. He gave you the power to do that." And Moses is like, "Yep, yeah, awesome. I agree too." He goes, Can you still walk on water?" And Jesus says, "I don't see why not." And he steps off the boat and he sinks to the bottom of the fucking ocean. Moses has got to part the waters and bring him up, get him on the boat. And Jesus is gagging and spitting up water. And he says, "My father, he must have forsaken me. Why, Moses, would he forsake me?" And Moses says, "I don't think he has, Jesus. You got holes in your feet."
I'm going to hell for laughing at that one.
Poor Jesus.
Oh,
that is dark humor. But see, listen, here was the reason I did that was to just show, no matter how fucked up your joke is, it doesn't have to be harmful to a living, breathing human being that lost a kid, right?
That's
There's
right.
dark humor. But the idea that Dolly is some kind of funny comedian type person engaging in the attacks that he is on these people is just disgusting. Someone's knitting me a handbasket because we all went to hell in a handbasket listening to that joke.
Oh, fuck.
Just remember, you, the viewer, created me.
And remember this.
I knew he was going to hang up. That's why I turned it back over to him. You got to try to keep things even because, otherwise people start to take it personally. Oh, this is just too funny. It's just crazy. Oh, that's another one, Brian Paula. Folks, it was awesome. 10:06. It's a good stream based on fucking, we don't even know what it was based on. But there you have it. So we'll be back tomorrow at 9. Your Ass Hurts News Network signing off.